Hello, School Transportation Nation, and Happy New Year. It is the first episode of 2025. I'm here with Mr. Ryan Gray, editorial extraordinaire. We had our first team meeting. We were talking about stories, what's happening in the industry. We're breaking down top web stories of 2024, looking back at the stories that move the industry. And out of the gate in 2025, we definitely had some sad stories, obviously, with the things happening in New Orleans. We got an update. There was a child, a 5-year-old, unfortunately killed in Wisconsin in the parking lot. Just unfortunate to see sad news as school starts back up. And it's definitely something we got to keep an eye on. But we always like to look at stories, positive and negative, out there happening in the industry. And we'll get to those in just a second. Don't forget, guys, this episode is brought to you by TransFinder, the leader in school bus routing software, by Thomas Built Buses, a leader in pupil transportation, and by Zonar, a leader in smart fleet management. Ryan, go ahead. Let's break down what were the top 10 web articles on stnonline.com, broken down by probably Google Analytics, right?
Yeah, Tony, was a lot of writing by the staff and by our contributors in 2024. By my calculations, there were over 240 news articles written and about 150 or so wire reports. So 390, 400 articles all told, quite a bit. And obviously, there was a lot to talk about and a lot to report in 2024. But more and more, just also following the trends that we see in the mainstream media and the local media. We talk about this a lot, Tony. If it bleeds, it leads. So we had a top 10 there. The focus or the theme, I guess, throughout these 10 articles was severalfold. Like I mentioned, number one, safety concerns and incidents. That's always top of mind for folks in this industry. So much training involved. So certainly, anytime we had a fatality or a serious crash or something happened in terms of the safety of the students, that always jumped to the top of the list. Also, legal and regulatory updates. So a lot of interest in those. Back to the kind of related to the safety element, substance abuse and driver conduct. We saw several articles on drunk school bus drivers, and it harkened back to me a CBS News report from several years ago. I believe it was before the pandemic that really shed school bus and school transportation in negative light. And it essentially looked at several high-profile cases of either drunk school bus drivers or school bus drivers that were charged or even convicted with sex crimes. Obviously, there's bad apples in every bunch. But as we reported at the time, I think that article really blew things out of proportion. But yet we still know that this is an issue. And like I said, there's bad apples in every bunch. And so it just harkens back to the training, the oversight that student transporters need to be offering and maintaining. Also saw articles and a lot of excitement and curiosity about technological advancements. So we had articles on that. And, last but certainly not least, community and parental involvement.